Hey everybody, I gotta talk about this. Color me severely irritated for a moment, but I feel this needs to be said. I'm gonna talk about two news stories at a moment, and then we'll get into my main point here. First news story: 6 juveniles shot after 50 plus rounds fired in Brooklyn Center parking lot. Now this is apparently in Minnesota, not in Brooklyn. Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. Police say more than 50 rounds were fired Sunday evening in a Brooklyn Center parking lot, leaving 6 juveniles injured. Police say officers were called to the 5600 block of Brooklyn Boulevard near North Point Park at about 6:45 p.m. after there were several reports of a shooting. No victims were at the scene, but dozens of shell casings from 3 different firearms were found. Eventually, 6 victims showed up at North Memorial Health in Robbinsdale, all with non-life-threatening injuries. A North Memorial spokesperson says all of the victims are under the age of 18. No arrests have been made as of late Sunday night, but the police say investigators have several active leads. They also believe this wasn't a random act and say that there is no threat to the public. Well, you haven't caught anybody. 50 rounds were emptied into a parking lot. No threat to the public, but it wasn't a random act. So were these these young people targeted directly? Was this a gang-related shooting? Somebody tell me what the F is going on here. But then again, I don't live in Minnesota. Thank God. So, next story. And some of you may have heard about this. Heard about this. Nashville school shooter Audrey Hale, identified as transgender and had detailed manifesto to attack Christian Academy. Nashville police revealed that the 28-year-old who shot and killed 6 people at the Covenant School, including 3 children, identified as transgender and had a detailed manifesto to attack the Christian Academy. Officers say Audrey Hale, a former student, entered the school Monday morning by shooting through a door on the side of the building. While inside, Hale killed Evelyn DeCoss, Haley Scruggs, William Kinney, all age 9. My God. As well as custodian Mike Hill and substitute teacher Cynthia Peak, both 61, and school head Catherine Kuntz, 60. Following the shootings, Hale was killed when they encountered officers on the second floor by 10:27 a.m., 4 minutes into the shooting. No, there is no they here. That's confusing, people. That's confusing, New York Post. It's either this person, or male, or female, or transgender, whatever the hell they are. All right? You can say it. You can say it. This person was a male to female, female to male transgender. And it's just, we are so more interested in censoring ourselves and telling the truth. But I'll get to that in a moment. Police said Hale was equipped with at least 2 assault rifles and a handgun. And in searching her family home in Nashville, officers found detailed maps and a manifesto of the attack. We have a manifesto. We have some writings that we're going to go over that pertain to this day, Nashville Police Chief John Drake said about the discovery. Okay, skipping ahead. He added that Hale was prepared to do more harm than was actually done. Drake said police are looking into whether Hale's identity as a trans person played a role in the deadly shooting, with investigators coming up with theories based on their findings. Okay. Nashville school shooter identified, ID'd as Audrey Hale. Let's look a little bit. I'll click on this one. the shooter who killed 6 people, although now it said 7. There's some other articles over here that say 7. Who killed 6 people at elementary school in Nashville on Monday has been identified as Audrey Hale. Law enforcement confirmed to the Post. The transgender shooter had opened fire inside the private Christian elementary school, killing 3 children and 3 adults. Well, why does this say over here that there's 7 confirmed dead, including 3 children? Well, okay. We already know. Officers heard gunshots on the 2nd floor and rushed to a lobby-type area where they came across a 28-year-old Nashville resident who had 2 assault rifles and 1 handgun. Police said Hale once attended the school. It's an elementary school, so she attended school 15 plus years ago at least. Because she's 28, or he is 28. So 15, 16, maybe 17 years, it runs up to being a middle school. Teaches children as far as 6th grade. So 7th, 8th grade. Either way, you get what I'm saying. So it's been at least 15 years since she's been at that school. She's not a member of the school anymore. She attended the school, yeah, but that's almost irrelevant. She attended school 15 plus years ago. How does that matter? Okay, Hale, who also started to go by the name Aiden, oh boy, was shot dead by police on site at 10:27 a.m. Well, at least we don't have to worry about a trial. A TikTok account under the name I Am Aiden 10, which linked to other social media associated with Hale, had a final video posted of a person's shadow, which showed them bouncing a basketball and then a basketball net, an apparent tribute to a friend who had passed. On the screen, it displayed the words, "For Sid, I look up, the sky is bright." So it must have meant to say, I look up and the sky is bright. It's a beautiful day. I wish you were here. More pictures of parents holding their children and evacuations and crying. A car was located near the Covenant School where the 14-minute shooting spree took place Monday morning. It helped provide investigators clues as to the shooter's identity. Oh, okay. A neighbor to the last address listed for Hale told the Post police were on the scene and the whole area has been blocked off. Okay. In profiles, Hale is listed as having attended the Nazi College School of Art. Yeah, Nazi, Nossi, College of Art. And mostly worked as a shopper for Shipt, a grocery delivery service. Huh? A driver, maybe? But a shopper? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. The New York Post, I tell you. Another local said they had seen the shooter yesterday and that she lived at the home with her mother, Norma, who works at a church nearby, and Father Ron, who is self-employed. They described Hale as reserved and spoke very little and said she had a brother in law school in Brooklyn. The source told the Post, "The parents are very nice people, especially Norma. We're just shocked. We would see the daughter from time to time. She was very reserved and very quiet. She would just park her car and go inside. She didn't say much." Okay. This is sad. This is really sad. Now, this is a private school, and it was founded by a church, a Presbyterian church. Now, let me get into what got me irked. The reason I even know about these 2 stories, well, the Nashville one actually, is because I'm subscribed to Jeremy of the Quartering. And I saw a video that had just popped up an hour ago, and it's like, oh, okay, let me see what this is about. Because it was titled, "Things are going to get very bad." And I was like, uh-oh, what's going on here? The first 2 minutes of the video is Jeremy apologizing because, this might offend, and I don't want to get in trouble, and yada, 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 but I feel like I got to speak about this. Then another minute of rambling on about mental health issues and blah, 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 blah. Not really wanting to offend, blah, 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 blah. And then at the 2-minute mark, you finally get some idea of what happened. There was a shooting at a school. And this person just went into this Christian school and did what they did. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What did they do? What did they do? They just did what they did. I'm not stupid. I can piece 2 and 2 together. It comes out to be 4. In this case, it comes out to be a trans person just walked into a damn Christian academy school, and shot up the place. Killing now, according to some documents, 7 people, 3 of them being children. But what irked me is that I had to go look it up, because I was like, I can't understand what Jeremy's saying, and we're 3 minutes into the video, then 4, then 5, and he's just rambling, and I finally figured out what was going on. I was like, he's so scared of the YouTube censorship algorithm that he's frightened that if he comes out and says that a tranny shot up a damn elementary school and killed people, that somehow he's going to get demonetized. He's going to get demonetized, and I guess he has every right to be a little frightened. They just demonetized Podcast of the Lotus Eaters. I get it. But folks, let's just be upfront and brutally honest. This is going to happen whether you want it to or not. Okay, all of you bigwigs on YouTube that are talking about politics, social issues, and video games, and movies, and comic books, you are going to get demonetized at some point. Because YouTube doesn't want you anymore. And maybe that's another video to talk about on that. But when I was irritated, I'm like, you just can't come out and say what happened, Jeremy, because, oy vey, what, the YouTube algorithm's going to flag you and you're not going to get ads in this video? Hate to tell you this, bro, but a lot of us is using ad block any goddamn way. Now, I just had to delete one of my videos, my previous video about a certain topic, about a certain thing of unspecified origins and its current cure. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? I had to go ahead and delete the video. It had been I got a warning about it. Not a strike, thank God, but a warning. So I'll just put it up on my BitChute channel and on my Rumble channel, which I do have now. But this level of self-censoring to the point where you're rambling and stumbling over your words and your video is tracking out to be over 19 minutes long like it's a Tim Pool video. Sheesh. Come on, guys. Look, just man the F up. You're going to have to switch over to Rumble. At some point, you're going to have to switch over to BitChute, and we're going to have to follow you. Okay? Because YouTube's going to censor you. It's going to find a reason to demonetize you eventually. It is going to find a reason and a way to demonetize you. Because they obviously do not want to be a free speech site, and they do not want to be an independent content creator site any longer. So, what are you going to do? You need to man the F up. I mean, come on, you could have said that. Now, I'm not monetized anyway, so I feel like I can say what I want to say in most cases. But if I start seeing more and more and more of this, not only from Jeremy, but from Tim, where they're self-censoring themselves so bad it drags out a video, I have no idea what the point of the video or the story was, then I'm going to start calling people out and saying, look, man, don't self-censor yourself this damn much. There's no use in watching a video if I can't figure out what you're talking about in less than 3 minutes. That's just me. And it's not a short attention span. It's an old guy who wants to... if I'm wasting my time watching your goddamn video, I need to know what the fuck you're talking about. Alright? If I'm going to spend my time watching your video, 3 minutes in, I need to know exactly what the hell you're talking about. And you need to say it exactly. If you need to parse your words a little bit and figure out a way to say it, fine. But damn, man, that's just ridiculous. So, to recap, the uncensored version of all of this, and to give my opinion, finally, on this shooting. Okay, so, trainee goes into a school, female to male transgender goes into a school, shoots up the damn place, kills 7 people, 3 of them being children, 4 of them being adults over the age of 50. Police walk in, blow said trainee the fuck away. Thank fucking God. Jeremy and the Quartering are now self-censoring himself so hard he may as well not speak. Podcast of the Lotus Eaters has been demonetized. And my opinion on the shooter, I don't care if he, she, it, them, they were trans, non-binary, furry, otherkin, two fucking spirit. This was an act of evil. You can be crazy and evil at the same time. You can be trans and evil at the same time. You can be non-binary and evil at the same time. You can be schizophrenic and evil at the same time. There is no magic dividing line between evil and crazy to the point where you say, well, they're just so crazy, their actions are not their own responsibility. Evil is evil. You can be, like I said, you can be crazy and evil. To give you a better quote from Keanu Reeves in Speed, crazy, not stupid. But we're getting to a point where we're so scared that we might offend somebody, we're not going to say straight out what they did. You don't have to, you can say they're trans. You don't have to say they're trans. But what you can say is that they committed an act of murder. They committed an evil act that killed people, and this person is evil, and we can all be glad that the cops did their civic duty and blew this person the fuck away. It ain't that damn hard. It ain't that damn hard. Why can I say that and have no fear? But others are, well, you know, this person, mental illness, let's not put politics in it. Let's not put social issues or current issues in it. We don't have to. The guy down thing is a fucking mass murderer. It's a shooter. He killed children. She killed children. It killed children. The tranny went in and killed 7 people. For no justifiable reason. You cannot create a justifiable reason to walk into a school and kill 7 people. You can't justify it. I don't care if you're crazy, if your hormones are all messed up due to injections, or whatever. Or even if you got the jab, I can't even justify that shit. Okay? Let's stop bullshitting. Let us stop bullshitting. Because that's how evil gets away with it again and again and again. Instead of somebody just coming out and saying, hey, look, this is what this person did. This was evil. This was wrong. It's, well, politics and my social issues, my gender issues. Fuck that shit. You had a tranny that went in and killed 7 people and got his brains blown out. Good. All right. Everybody have a nice day. This video's already going over 17 minutes. Everybody take care. If this video gets taken down from me on YouTube, what can I say? I'm already on Rumble, and I'm starting that channel up. And I'm on BitChute too. I have to remember to leave links in the description or in a pinned comment. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.